Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody, to True DOK Loser. This is going to be Jaraci Cup 17 once again. This is Just Carrier as Coalition against SmaugTheGolden as Conef. Coalition for Just Carrier. Unusual. Oops, this is the info.txt for the wrong game. Yeah, I want you all to appreciate this folder is called Boss, You Just Killed a Child. I don't know. Anyway, here's our info from Just Carrier. Okay. What am I looking at? I don't even know how to explain. Well, either way, it's gonna be it's gonna be Conef versus Conef in the next one. Nice. But yeah, KVC in the first one, and SmaugTheGolden is gonna grab College Teeth. I was saying it during the last cast, but I recently learned that Smaug is playing on a computer that doesn't even have a graphics card. That's kind of hard to believe, but there it is. So, anyway, suffice to say, as I was saying in the last game, Just Carrier is definitely the favorite. He's the defending champion from Jaraci Cup 16. And it looks like, once again, he's just going to go for eco. This time, though, keeping his base runner. He's going to use this for a turret in case he needs to defend against some kind of a rush. Indeed. Yeah, I don't think they ever kill children in the campaign, but that would be sort of, in character for him. We all know Sidim is just like worse Galzian anyway, right? Anyway, it looks like actually Smaug is bringing this PC out forward. Pro's gonna take some damage here, but it looks like it'll just barely get out. Yep, it's gonna be fine. Took exactly half of its health, actually. Uh-oh! Oh no, 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 no. Smaug sees it's gonna back away. Yeah, you never want to be moving that carrier out for nothing. Now, there's an option here to go for ref mode and hope that your opponent is kind of overcommitting on defense, but of course with that probe live, I don't think he can really get away with it, so it's gonna be assault chips instead. Turret is set down on the main though. It's gonna be difficult for Smaug to push on. We do have power 1 finished as well. It's going to give this Coalition carrier the ability to be a little bit of a hard point of its own. Wow, the turrets are pretty good still. Down goes all the skins, and I don't know, like at this point I might just cancel the assault chips and just, okay, fine, you win. Go back to base. Looks like that is kind of what he's doing. He's getting ref mode started here. Also, Morningwood, yes, correct. Won't tolerate this Galzian slander. But yeah, I would actually perhaps have considered canceling assault chips to just get another PC out here. Plus, this probe is still very annoying. It's going to see assault chip tech when it comes out unless you can kill the thing first. Oh, he got it. Okay, good. So assault chip tech was not revealed. College Teeth is a very small map, of course. I suppose there is some worry that your Coalition opponent could just have the carry production upgrade, build a bunch of LAVs, and try and counterattack on you, but... in this case, Just Carrier actually doesn't even have LAV Fab yet. And again, I think it's because he really has, pretty much complete knowledge of the map here. Yeah, but see, the Galzian were right, carrier. Hashtag Galzian were right. Oh, is that what's going on? I did see based on inventory come out. Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna be one of those games, eh? Preach it, man. Galzian were right. Galzian did nothing wrong. That's the true facts. Yeah, I'm with Cal Schmel on this one. Oh dear. Well, to his credit, SmaugTheGolden gonna be picking up Siege Cruiser Fab. That's a pretty good answer to nothing but carrier, so. By the way, his name actually is Just Carrier. Clearly he wanted to do this. Channeling his inner Phoenix Steel, oh no. No, his inner Phoenix Steel would be if he built like 20 support cruisers now, right? I expect he's gonna go for carrier systems first. Siege cruiser rush. Fastest siege cruiser in the West. More turrets getting set down. This is just to keep some defense on the bases, I assume. No. Of course, you're gonna get support cruisers eventually, but you gotta, you gotta get carrier power first, right? The Phoenixio strat is like where you actually think the support cruisers are superior military units, and you're building them for like attack, which is ridiculous. Oh yeah, that's pretty clever. I was actually gonna say I thought you kind of need to have a probe around here babysitting this thing, but I guess that'll do it instead, huh? Nice. Siege Cruiser Fab is finishing in about 10 seconds here. Smog is moving up to 3 base. Doesn't quite have the main filled out yet. Oh, I see. This guy's derping out. He's trying to drop off on here, even though he's mining on this base. Can the turrets shoot beyond what they can see? Yes, and actually, quite a lot of units in DOK are like that. I mean, artillery, obviously, but railguns are the one that really comes to mind. You need to have spotting units for the railguns that they can shoot at things that are in range. They don't have vision on their own. I think I think that the carrier can't, but like Savon BCs are the same way, of course. I even think that some other units are that you wouldn't expect. Honor guards, yeah, AA turrets. That's definitely one of them. Yeah, the vision game is a very big aspect in DOK. Con F Siege, here we go. Probe's gonna see it right away. Look at the pathetic point defense of the Con F Siege. Oh, it did 3 damage that time. Good. Yeah, eventually this thing will kill off the probe, but I really don't think it's worth committing too much time for it. Siege Cruiser's anti-air is like ridiculously non-existent, so. But Smog is really getting distracted by this. Like, siege cruisers are not really meant for killing probes. You should just be driving this out to the main field. You should not really be worrying about trying to hunt down the probe with your siege cruiser. What's the point of the anti-air if it does no damage? I don't know, man. Decoration. Yeah. They could practically have had it do no damage. It would still, it'd look kind of nice. But they can eventually kill probes, I guess there's some utility in that. Don't exactly expect them to do damage to, like, actual air units, but, Yeah. He's right, He's right. Well, we've got Power Systems 4 teching. That's kind of the bad news here. For those who didn't know, since mobility support is like Power 2 from vanilla, this is when Coalition gets the nuke. Turret is out as well. I don't think Con of Siege really cares too much about the turret. I think that volley alone should do it. I guess not quite. But the big problem is this carrier. Actually, it's, powered up as it is, it's actually pretty dangerous to that Con of Siege, so you're going to need more of these things before you can really fight back. I think railguns would always be a good call here as well, by the way. Armor break on the carrier is going to be very, very impactful for Con of Siege anyway. Want to watch out with this. I think that the turret will guard this pretty fine. Perhaps he will kill the base runner, but I don't think it's worth it. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh my gosh. I can't quite get it. There is a barrage coming down, but I don't think this is going to actually have the legs to get onto this base runner. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, you don't want to fight where your opponent has got the turret set up already. You'd rather take the fight over here, where you can still, hope to stop him from setting down his hard points. Now, Power 4 is done, like I said, so he's got the nuke available here. It's probably going to be used on Con of Siege once he finds a moment for it. Turrets are good, man. Turrets are good. But this isn't This isn't like vanilla. This is definitely counterplay here. Con of Siege is not really it, though. This is actually kind of a weak point of the Con of Siege cruiser. I mean, of course, it doesn't do indirect fire automatically. And besides, its barrage is not super good for hitting these things. You can see, it didn't even get the logistics module there. But Con of Siege is still going to be very good here because it's very tanky, right? Like, you actually want these guys to be driving out and fighting down the turrets on their own. Assault Ship's not really going to be great for that job. Con of Siege are very tanky, they'll be able to get away with that. It's gonna be Precision Bomber Fab. What? Oh my gosh, and he's got interceptors too. He's taking the afterburner for them. Okay. Interesting. Here comes the nuke. Poor logistics module. It was a high value nuke right there. Yeah, I would have saved that for like when Smaug was actually trying to make a push with the siege cruisers. That didn't really seem very impactful. I think that's easy to save. Oh yeah, that's another point. You could make another PC, unlock this carrier, and just use the Conniff carrier missiles to blow down these turrets, right? That would be another way to go. Either way, it looks like just carrier gonna get these 3 extracts out. And it's not like Smaug couldn't have contested. I think he could have, just didn't. So it's gonna be fine for carrier. Again, the interceptors. But this is the problem. It's a lot of base runners. And, you know, base runners don't do, like, a huge amount of damage to the air units, but that doesn't really matter to interceptors, which are not very heavily armored. When you have this many of them, it's gonna be fine. Kind of siege cruiser goes down, by the way. Oh my gosh, the base runners are gonna kill a bomber, too. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I mean, I guess when you have 6 of them, it really adds up. Holy crap. Well, that happened. What are we watching, man? What is this? Con of Siege went down as well, by the way. Don't think I called that out just yet. Coalition carriers getting powered up like this do quite a lot of damage with those missiles. Oh, I thought that they had 5 missiles on Power 5. But still, the armor-piercing rounds are actually amazingly powerful. And this is something Just Carrier kind of had to point out to me. I hadn't noticed it before, but the damage upgrade that it gives means that they just, like, melt through enemy carriers, especially. Hey, Trike. Welcome. They melt through cruisers as well. You can see what it's doing to this siege cruiser here. That was no missile fire at all. This is just the PD that's done this damage. If it could just get, like, 1 volley of missiles, it would have this thing almost dead already. And once he has power 5 in the range, that'll be a bit easier to do. Although, it's still, carrier should turn his carrier around so that he can get the missiles out a little bit easier. Ooh. This is deadly, man. Turrets are set up too. Oh, that goes. No, that's real speed, man. This is a deadly carrier, I'll tell you what. There's another bomber, although I think it's going to be short-lived. Oh look, there's even an anti-air turret close here now. And there's the nuke. I think that should finish the game. Right? Didn't that just kill the carrier here? Yep. Ouch. Well, that happened. Who needs LAV fab, man? Loser tech. One of my roommates just texted me, question mark, yen symbol, question mark. Interesting. Well, let's see if SmaugTheGolden can clean this up a bit in game 2. Let me load that in here. That's going to be on the shallows, it looks like. As I said before, KVK. This is just Carrier's pick, it looks like. No, I mean, you don't even need to win. You just need to play a little bit better, you know, for your own clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel pretty proud of a lot of the Jaraci Cups that I lost to A-Game. 13 and 14, I think I lost both of those to him. Oh, shoot, you're right! Oh my gosh. Well, okay, I'll tell you, one thing is wrong already. You're not retiring this PC yet. I mean, what are you doing, man? No, you're not gonna go ref mode. No, man. Alright, look, you're not doing it right. Freaking ridiculous. Look, if you're getting ref mode, you're doing it wrong. Alright? Yeah, he's gonna do the Conf chokeout build. I know, right? Steve Void Warrior's with me here. Represent anti-ref mode crew. If you've not seen this before, the idea is that... Well, I mean, really, the idea is don't ever do this. This is a terrible build. But the idea is that if you can get the 3 extracts out right at the beginning, the Conf carrier is just powerful enough that you can stop your opponent from doing anything while you extract the last 2. And you just win the game at, like, 6 minutes or 7 minutes or whatever it is through artifacts. But you're supposed to retire the production cruiser. He hasn't done that yet, so this is totally jank. Doesn't even count. Doesn't even count. Yeah, right, like you get 5 extracts and just win off of artifacts. You couldn't imagine a more lame win? That's because you don't have eyes to see. Alright. Well, of course, the counter to this is a very normal build, which is just to go out across the field with some sand skimmers. In fact, Smaug is getting rating, which I don't really like, but it will actually be a bit convenient in some ways. I think this money is better spent on another PC, though. Yeah, we'll see if Just Carrier can get any of these extracts out. It isn't impossible, of course, it's just that now the carrier has to shepherd the base runners the whole time, which is pretty tough. So the other thing that he can do is build blast drones, but he hasn't started queuing any of them up yet, so I don't think he's going to be doing that. The WHO? The World Health Organization? And SmaugTheGolden is picking up Power 1 also. I don't know what that's for. Artifacts starting to get picked up now. And the Sand Skimmers really just want to be, you know, shooting the base winners. Probably the ones who have artifacts are higher priority. Well, I guess these two are just kind of being left alone. Although, again, rating is done, so you want to be driving out here and see if you can do some damage to these. RIP PC. Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Oh! Excellent swing there. This guy almost has his smoke back up, by the way. But yeah, like, there was just no resistance to these two at all, so they're just getting out for free. That's pretty good for, it's pretty good for Just Carrier. Mobility support is being powered, by the way, so just let those artifacts move out a little bit faster. And with the extracts, that'll allow him to have more power in that. They're on the same eco. Oh my gosh, you're right. I mean, I guess Smaug has some LDMs at least, but that's not really... Oh my gosh. Actually, there's only 2 CU miners here anyway. Still, that's absurd. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Yeah, I would actually build, you know, a couple of cells here, although it looks like perhaps Smaug is gonna try and attack with the skims now and do some damage over there. But again, the win condition is getting the artifacts out, so I don't even think this is accurate. Would be good to not have these guys focusing the base runner, by the way. Okay, looks like it left vision, so they're gonna be attacking now. But, you know, if I were Just Carrier, I'd just say, eh, we got enough. Doesn't really matter that this base dies. Would be good to drop these guys off, though. Just hit use, that will give the money that they've got right now. You might be able to use it later. Well, look, Shrike, at least it can't be like this, okay? Could be worse. Could be worse. Third artifact comes out. Systems 3 is about to finish. Yeah, it looks like Just Carrier just wants to end the game with its carrier. Using Just Carriers. But he can do that. He's got enough power for it. There's no doubts about that. Looks like these sounds never ended up dropping. Oh gosh, what am I watching, man? This is accurate, by the way, this power distribution, because you are not actually going to be able to do a lot of damage to your opponent's carrier with the missiles, so instead use power up weapons. And you can see the discrepancy in power here is pretty significant. I always point out, because this gives 150 hit points to the carrier, you can figure out how much power your opponent has teched by looking at his carrier health bar, and also, you know, if you know how many artifacts he's gotten out, then you can see it like that. So, what I'm saying is, Smaug should be able to know that this is not a fight he can win, but he's taking it anyway. Fourth artifact, by the way, as if you needed that. In fact, I would just power down all this crap and put it in the weapons, right? Because now we have armor-piercing rounds available. Well, doesn't seem to matter too much. That certainly happened. Well, that was truly one of the series of all time. Indeed. Truly Just Carrier. Carrier and base runners, to be fair. But, you know. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, because, and we'll move on to the next one. Thanks for watching.